500 microliters of water is added to the vial of ADP, and this is mixed by inversion. Switch on the PC and choose the software to run the aggregometer. Blood samples for platelet aggregation assays should be taken using the phlebotomy kit. This contains swabs, plasters, tourniquets, and a large gauge butterfly needle and blue-capped vacutainer tubes. To prepare samples for platelet aggregation, the blue-capped tubes, which must be stored at room temperature, should be placed into the PDQ centrifuge. Close the lid and select the PRP setting. When the centrifuge is finished spinning, the lid will pop open. Take out the tubes, which have separated into red blood cells and a plasma layer. Aspirate the platelet-rich plasma, which contains platelets in suspension and is quite cloudy looking, into the tube labelled PRP. Replace the vacutainer tubes back into the PDQ centrifuge, select the PPP setting, and start the centrifuge. After 2 minutes, the centrifuge will pop open. After this spin, the platelets have been removed from the plasma, and this plasma, platelet-poor plasma, is now quite clear. Aspirate the platelet-poor plasma into the tube labelled PPP. For each well being used, take a test tube and add it to the incubation wells, plus one additional tube for the blank. For patient samples, we use the platelet-poor plasma as the blank. Since this has no platelets in it, it's used to set the 100% aggregation mark. To blank the wells, transfer the tube containing platelet-poor plasma into the first well, pressing the tube down firmly and closing the lid. Transfer the tube into the next well being used, and again press blank on the screen. Repeat this for each well being used. Once all the wells are blanked, we can prepare our samples of platelet-rich plasma. Add a stir bar into each test tube being used, just one stir bar per tube. Transfer these tubes into the stirred sample incubation wells. To each tube, add 225 microliters of platelet-rich plasma. Incubate for 2 minutes using the timer in the software. When the 2 minutes are up, transfer the tubes into the test wells where the aggregation is measured. Make sure to press each tube down into the bottom of the well and close the lid. Press start on the screen for each well to begin recording aggregation. Add 25 microliters of ADP to well 3, injecting through the lid. Press inject on the screen as you add the reagent. And repeat for the next well. Once all the aggregations are in progress, you can press hide to watch the aggregations as they happen. Aggregations will proceed for 6 minutes, after which you can accept each tracing, unless you believe you've made an error, in which case you can reject. You can add a comment or press done once the aggregations are finished. If you require any further information about the platelet aggregation assay or any assistance, please contact Java Clinical Research.